today. From SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, this is the National Football League.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, it's an NFC West battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the Los Angeles Rams. And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led out by a former Pro Bowl quarterback out of the University of Georgia, Matthew Stafford.
And his arm strength is often described as out of this world, and I've seen some throws out of him that are just really off the charts. But sometimes he relied on his arm so much, his footwork got in the way, led to some inconsistency. But I've loved watching him evolve as a quarterback. He gets better and better each year.
On first down, Stafford here. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
On first and 10, Stafford. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Given back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. So the same tandem connecting on back-to-back throws to start the game.
And maybe throwing the scouting report off just a little bit. That's not exactly what they think is going to be their number one receiver, but he's producing already early in this game.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Throwing again is Stafford. Say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. Remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Stafford looks to throw again. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And he's going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move it back in the backfield to make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. To the air again. Stafford toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Step it, and he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Matthew Stafford, a 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Rams take it right down and score on the opening drive.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive, because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
For the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead. So that drive in total 8 plays, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Touchdown. Here's Gay to kick it away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Here come the Seahawks and their offense now under veteran head coach Pete Carroll. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. And I found it interesting that the coaching staff sees him one way, and he sees himself an entirely different way.
Yeah, one thing he said he's always working on, we know he's not bad at this, but his footwork, always wants to improve that, and that's something he's going to focus on here.
And what was so funny, what the offensive coordinator said right off the top, he's got great footwork. Love his footwork. So this guy is never satisfied.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Second and 2. And incomplete.
That's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
And 2 yards to go.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. He's got his tight end Fant. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 9 yards on the play and a first down.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, step it back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Rolling to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and it's third down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. That pick hurts a little extra because it was third down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
It's what you call a rookie mistake. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Stafford. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
the tackle made at about the 38. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And they're always hoping on that type of a play that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just stuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee. And that'll bring up second down.
Incomplete. It's second down and 10.
Complete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. Throwing again. Stafford. Well, throw complete to Cam Akers. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards on the pickup, and it'll move the chains.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Again, it's Stafford. That'll be caught by Cup. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So here's a first and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Stafford. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Throwing again on second down. Stafford gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Starting to rack up the yardage here in this first half. 5 catches now and a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Out of the gun, Stafford looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not. So the ref makes a call. No touchdown there. Wipe it off the board. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. From the gun, here's Stafford. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams add on to their lead.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? Go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, 2-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. Yeah, perfect omelet. Dropped it. It's a little bit of a turnover. You went right back though and got that omelet and crushed it.
Got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
Got to do what you got to do.
Worried about your hands though.
Yeah. Well.
It's good to make it 14-0. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. The touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Chris Carson, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Here comes Matthew Stafford now to lead his offense back out there. He's thrown for a touchdown. He also ran for a touchdown, so they have to count for a guy that can do a little bit of both.
And because of that, that puts a defense back on its heels. Because normally you just think, okay, he's going to throw the ball. Let's tee off, put a little extra pressure on him. But when he's able to either escape or run with the ball and design plays, that really changes what you try and do on defense.
Yeah, you certainly can't forget about the arm, that's for sure. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Staying on his feet. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Stafford sacked.
I know I'm supposed to do the analysis here, but I've got to ask, how did he stay alive that long in the pocket?
Yeah, great footwork, which we know he has. If he would have been able to stay alive, get rid of the ball, or run for some yardage, he would have had a very unhappy defensive coordinator, I believe.
No doubt about that.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Another try after the first down sack. Stafford, throw right side, going to be caught by Higbee. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Stafford. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays for one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. This is the tight end Fant. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
Going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And able to use the stiff arm to gain leverage initially, but not much room thereafter.
A 3-yard gain.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. And that will be incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 29-yard line.
And here comes a big tight end as he gets set for this next drive. And we roll the highlights of the game he's had. You know, when we talk about wide receivers and how you shut them down, what about when you have a tight end like this having a game? How do you stop him defensively?
It really changes what you're trying to do because defensively you're worried more about the wideouts. Okay, how are we going to cover them? The running backs, how are you going to shut them down? But the tight end is that elusive, unique player. Linebacker covering, cornerback covering, safety covering him. Always has the advantage. Usually has final answer against anyone who tries to defend them.
On first down, Stafford here. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawks defense.
Or maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Another try after the first down sack. Stafford. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Here's Stafford. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Here's Riley Dixon now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A 40-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10.
At their own.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf. That'll bring up second down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. He goes right back to Metcalf, this time complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Forced out to his left, and he'll get it down to the 47 here. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. They'll come out in a 4-receiver look, 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. A pass underneath for Carson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. We saw a terrific first half from the veteran quarterback, Matthew Stafford. He's thrown for over 200 yards already, and his guys have the lead as well. As we get you back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. As Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson, 75 yards. And the Seahawks have made this a 1-score game. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Here's Powell on the return. Oh, good return up past the 30. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. And now let's look at the quarterback, Matthew Stafford, in our player spotlight. And he's been effective in their winning, so it makes it a little easier to put a montage together.
It really does, doesn't it? Because we can see him throwing it really well. But how about everything else that's going on? Protection has been excellent. And, of course, the guys catching the ball have provided some highlight reels themselves.
Yeah, I mean, it's not always just one man. He's been good, but you got the guys catching the ball, too.
Yeah, you name it. It's all coming together for them. What they call that synergy. Everything working together really well, and right now he's the focal point of it.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Second and 7, operating from the 34. From the gun, Stafford. And the Seahawks defense gets to him, and they bring him down. And that was Carlos Dunlap who got in to take him down. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Operating from the gun, Stafford. He's going to go down again. Carlos Dunlap picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
And that's the second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases. Whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for L.A. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
A loss of 3 yards.
You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Sliding out of the pocket. Now he'll pull it down. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
The sack on first down took him out of a traditional running play and put him in a passing situation, but didn't stop him from running anyway, did it?
No, I was surprised when he took off. I thought, oh, he's got some space. He might pick up 5, 6, 7 yards. He goes all the way and picks up the first. On first down, he'll drop to throw. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he's taken down inside the 30. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Stepping up, he'll try and run. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He's got the first down inside the 10. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. But Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. They've already been on record as saying, hey, if our rookie quarterback's going to tuck it and run on a scramble, we kind of hold our breath. Well, that was a maybe no, yes, as he's able to get into the end zone.
Are you saying he's got to learn where the line is about whether you keep your eyes downfield and try and find a receiver, or you tuck it and go? And I think there's going to be some growing pains with that. I think in this case, he made the right decision.
And we know he's got the speed. He showed it there. Now we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. That time a 6-play drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Here's Powell on the return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. From the gun, Stafford. They'll get this to Akers out of backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 on the Seahawks 49-yard line.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Stafford. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Complete to Cam Akers. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. To the air again, Stafford. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Here's Riley Dixon now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
Defense.
And that hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on 4th down. From the gun, Stafford. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. Touchdown, Alabama! Tyler Higbee, 36 yards. And the Rams have taken the lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Is on for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. Heading to touchdown. Here's Gay to kick it away. Tyler Lockett now with the return. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Tyler Lockett on the return. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Steps away to his left. He'll try and run it. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
Second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Seahawks on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. They'll set up to throw. They'll run the screen with Carson. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Dumps this one off to Chris Carson. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
2nd down and 3. Quick slant as the throw's complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 32-yard line. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant. back to throw now on first down. He's going to take off with it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line.
This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down. They'll drop to throw. On the move to his left. He may try and run for this. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Looking to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 14 yards that time for number 14. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. Noah Fant there to make the grab. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
L.A. set to take over again on offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. On first and 10, Stafford gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Left side by Robinson. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. Tie game in the fourth quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
Some contact, but unable to reach the 40. So a good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Again, it's Stafford. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Stafford on first down. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. It's been all passing all the time on this drive. 5 for 5, and now 1st and goal.
Feels like a case of until they stop us, we might as well keep running the offense that we like to run. Don't change up and do something different just because you think you need to.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. And it's 2nd down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Stafford. It's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Odell Beckham there to make the grab. And the Rams have broken our tie as they take the lead.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
They get one more as the extra point's up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And able to get this out to the 25.
Over 1st and 10. at their own 25-yard line.
So all eyes on this Seahawks offense. Down 28-21. Just over a minute 40 to play. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. To throw. Incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And now it's second down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll look to throw. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Obviously a big first down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it, but they've got to continue to move quickly.
First down now, but the clock continues to move. And he's going to keep it here. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. One thing that makes him so tough in these 2-minute drills, you got to take into consideration he's mobile.
And that's a big plus for him, but he also has to be careful with that mobility. Sometimes getting rid of the ball and stopping the clock is more important than running around and maybe taking a sack.
Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He's back to throw. Steps away. Fighting through. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. He'll look to throw. He's got his big tight end, Fan. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. They'll look to throw here on first down. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10, marking down at the 9. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's got it. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Oh, no, he lost the football. electrifying finish to have it down inside the 10-yard line. That final shot, though, they couldn't get it in the end zone, and that's all she wrote.
And they had the final shot. The last snap taken that close to the end zone. They don't get it in, so they'll regret that. But flip it over, making a stand in that portion of the field. Congratulations to them.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Los Angeles, so long, everybody.